statistics section. And today's going to be a fun one. We use mean, median, and mode and range to find different parts of our data, okay, to find different things of our data, and each of these mean different things according to our data. Now, this is going to go in our interactive notebook, but you need to make sure you have the pink piece of paper because we're going to make another foldable. Okay, so make sure you have that pink piece of paper. All right, it's going to be like one of our last ones about the area of polygons, so it's going to be one of those booklet folds. So we want to take our paper, we want to fold it hamburger style. So we want to fold it hamburger, where again our title in glue are on the outside, hamburger style. When we fold it hamburger style, we should have one side like this and one side like this. Okay, we're going to then fold it hamburger style again. So again on the short side, short end to short end. All right. So then we should have mean, median, mode, and range on the outside, glue on the back. You should be able to open it up like a book, and then again, open it up one more time. Okay. All right, so we've got our title. Let's open it up. Let's first start with the mean. Okay, the mean we call the average. You will hear average a lot. When they ask you to find the average of a set of numbers or the average of some numbers, they're just asking you to find the mean, okay? So when they ask you to find the average, they're asking you to add up all the values, then divide by the number of values. You're like, okay, now what? So let's put this with a more concrete example. So let's say I gave you a data set of 11, 12, 9, 11, and 12. So this is my data set right here. And we're going to use these numbers quite frequently throughout this entire booklet. So this is my data set. So first off, I want to add up all these values. I want to add them all up. So you want to kind of group them. Makes it easy. So 11 plus 12 is 23. I know 9 plus 11 is 20. And then I've got 12. Add these up. 23 plus 20 is going to be 43. And then I have the 12. 43 plus 12 is going to be 55. So that's my first step. Then it says divide by the number of values. So right here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 values, which means I'm going to divide by 5. I'm going to divide whatever my answer is by 5. So I'm going to take 55, then divide it by 5. And again, we got our 5 from our 5 values. And we do 55 divided by 5, we get 11. So our average is 11. Now sometimes you will get, possibly a data point, or you won't get a data point, and that's okay because you're finding the average. Okay. All right, the mean or the middle. Okay, so we call the median the middle. Order from least to greatest, and then you cross out numbers from each end until you have one in the middle. Okay. So again, I'm still going to give you the same data set here in the same order. We have 11, 12, 9, 11, and 12. Our first step is to order from least to greatest. This makes it a lot easier, and then you get a more accurate middle once you order from least to greatest. So we're going to take our smallest number, 9. Then we have 11. We actually have 2 11s, and then we have 2 12s. So again, then you want to cross out ones from each end. So you want to kind of work our way from the outside in to find the middle. So I'm going to start with 1 on the outside. All right, I'm going to go to the next one. And now I'm left with 1 in the middle, which happens to be 11. Now, if 2 numbers make up the middle, which sometimes can happen, you find the average of the 2 numbers. So let's say that I added an 8 to this data set. So let's say I added an 8, and I'm going to use the order from least to greatest. 11, 11, 12, 12. All right. So let's try to find the median again. I'm going to start from the outside and work my way in. So I'm going to cross out from the outside. No middle yet. Cross out, cross out. Okay, I'm left with 2 in the middle. So I want to find the average of the 2. Remember, average, it's the mean. I want to add up those values, then divide by the number of values. Okay, so I'm going to do 11 plus 11. That's 22. And I'm going to divide it by the number of values. I have 2 values here, so I'm going to divide that by 2. And I actually get 11. So I happen to still get 11. It won't always work out that way, but in this case, I still got 11. All right, let's open up our book. All right, we have mode, which means most occurring. Okay, it is the number that is most occurring in your data set. Okay, so again, we're going to work on the same data set. So we have 11, 12, 9, 11, and 12. Okay, it does help to order from least to greatest. Okay, so it helps to order from least to greatest. So then you can easily see that mode. So again, we have 9, 11, 11, 12, 12. Oh, that's 12. All right, so it looks like 9's only seen once, so that's not most occurring. 11 is seen twice, and 12 is seen twice. Okay. Now, you see we have two numbers that are most occurring, so which one do you pick? You could have more than one mode, and that's okay because they're both occurring the most amount of times. Okay. So there can be more than one. So in this case, we have 11, and then we have 12 as our mode. Now, you can also have no mode. So let's say we had a data set. We have 18, 17, 6, 12, 7, 9, and 15. Okay. If I order these from least to greatest, okay, we have 6, then we have 7, 9, 12, 15, 17, 18. I have no number that occurs more than once. I have no number that is most occurring. So I have no mode, and that's okay if you have no mode. So that's also an option. All right, our last part of it, range, distance between the largest number and the smallest number. This is the easiest part, okay? So if we take our data set again, we have 11, 12, 9, 11, and 12, okay? We have 9 as our smallest number and 12 as our largest number, no matter which 12 we pick, okay? So we want the distance, meaning we want to find the distance by subtraction between the largest number and the smallest number. My largest number is 12. I'm going to subtract my smallest number, 9. And my range between my data points is going to be 3. All right, that's it for that one. All right, given the set of data points, find the mean, median, mode, and range of the data points. Okay, I suggest you pause the video at this time in order to find these. So I suggest you pause. All right, I assume you paused, took a minute, attempted it on your own. If not, you just kept playing through, and we're going to go over these. Okay, so I have my data set here. First off, the mean I want to find is the average, so I want to add them all up and divide by the number of values. In this case, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 values, so that'll help me out. Now, for most of these, I have to order them from least to greatest, especially with median and mode, so let me just get that started, and I'll order them from least to greatest. So I have 10, 12, 15, 18, and 20. Okay. I know right off the bat I have no most occurring numbers here, so my mode is going to be no mode. If I use this data and find the median, which is the middle, okay, if I cross it out from the outside in, I'm left with 15 as my median. If I find my range, I do my largest number minus my smallest number, so I have 20 minus 10. Which is going to be 10, so my range is 10. Now we're back to our mean, so now I'm going to add these up. We've got 10 plus 12, which is 22. 15 plus 18, which is going to be 33. And then we have 20. 22 plus 33 is going to be 55. Then we have 20. 55 plus 20 is going to be 75. And then we're going to divide this by the 5 values, by the number of values. And if we do our long division, how many times 5 goes into 75? 5 goes into 7 once. 1 times 5 is 5. 7 minus 5 is 2. Bring down the 5. Start all over. 5 goes into 25 5 times. 5 times 5 is 25. We subtract and we get 0. So 75 divided by 5 is going to be 15. So 15 is going to be our mean. Not too bad. All right, our second example, we have 8, 20, 11, 6, 11, and 10. Okay. Again, good start to, good idea to order them from least to greatest after I count the number of values. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 values. All right, we're going to order from least to greatest. I have 6 as my first number. We have 8. We have 10. We have 11, 11, and 20. Double check that I have 6 values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. All right, let's look. mode most occurring, I see at 11 is actually occurring twice, so my mode is going to be 11. My median is going to be the middle, so if I start crossing out from the outside, I'm left with two numbers, which means I need to find the average of these two numbers. So I'm going to add it up. 10 plus 11, it's going to get you 21 divided by 2. Okay. If I do my long division, 2 goes into 21. 2 goes into 2 one time. 1 times 2 is 2. Subtract, you get 0. Bring down the 1. 2 does not go into 1, so I have to make 1 bigger. In order to do that, I have to add a decimal and bring it upstairs. So I can add a 0 at the end and bring that down. 2 goes into 10 5 times. 5 times 2 is 10. Subtract and get 0. So 21 divided by 2 is going to be 10.5. So 10.5 is going to be my median or middle. And again, 10.5 is in between, is in the middle of 10 and 11. Happens to work out. My range is the biggest number minus the smallest number. So we have 20 minus 6, which is going to be 14. So 14 is my range. Again, we're back to the mean. Okay. I'm going to rewrite my data points. I have 6, 8, 10, 11, 11, and 20. 6 plus 8 is going to be 14. 10 plus 11 is going to be 21. And 11 plus 20 is going to be 31. 14 plus 21 is going to be 35. Bring down the 31. 35 plus 31 is going to be 66. And we're going to divide this by the number of values, which is 6. So 66 divided by 6 is going to be 11. So our mean or our average is going to be 11. All right, hopefully these examples were very helpful to you. Again, please use this foldable often. Again, fold down, it's your beautiful book. You definitely want to put glue on the back side and glue it into your notebooks. You want to glue it right there so that you can use it and open it up and use these when you are doing your mean, median, and mode notes. Okay. All right, if you have any questions, feel free to ask your teacher, email me, or find more mean, median, mode, and range videos on YouTube. Have a great day.